following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Dude,
I love that whip sound.
I love it. Reminds me of some Devo.
Must whip it.
Yeah, right? You know, I gotta get the corny plastic helmets and all that fun jazz, man. Be able to rock that out real good, you know?
Your own helmets, yeah.
What's
How's it going, Antman?
Oh, Roxy, it's good. It's good. And it's good to sound good. Like, I got my studio back together finally, all in one piece. And it was all because, like, so I guess I should say it, like the botch on Monday at the end of the show when you heard the vacuum, because that's exactly what that was. It was not a fax, it was a vacuum. And I was on AirPods. And I was like, man, you know, I was trying to work out. I got a brand new board and stuff, you know, and it was just a turn of a knob, bro. A whole week of stress. Yeah, a whole week of stress for a turn of a knob, bro.
Oh my. You know, I can't really say much. I've done the same thing. You know, you spend hours trying to figure something out and it's just a turn of a knob.
Oh man, you know, and I don't know. Yeah. Ugh. And the snow, bro. What the hell is this?
Oh, so yeah, I got hit with it last night driving back from we were in Louisville, Kentucky, and we had a show down there. And it's so weird being in the midst of a city. Like, I'm kind of a country girl. And so being in a concrete city was just so weird to me. Looking everywhere, looking around. The building I was in literally went over the street, and so the street was essentially a cave within this building. You know, like there's so much concrete.
Where'd you end up going?
We went to the expo center for our reptile expo.
Wow. How was it?
It was all right.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was all right. We've had better shows.
Man, so I have to hand it out, like big hats off to you and Kirk, man, like, because you guys like have the family, and then you have, you know, your production stuff and what you do for the station, and then you guys have the reptile business, man. And I don't know anybody of our viewers, anybody out there who have ever like visited a reptile store or been into any type of exotic animal store, and what it takes to maintain that and keep up with all the animals and stuff, man. Like, hats off to you guys. Crazy to be able to balance all that.
Yeah, it is a lot of work because animals are like children. They're unpredictable, and they always like tend to take a shit whenever you don't need them to. It's like, I'm about to leave for the day. Oh my, why did you leave that for me? Really? So yeah, they can be a pain in the ass, but they're loving and they're fun. I have one with me, so let me grab him out. So I got a ball python for today. He's got some pretty awesome colors here.
What's going on, Mr. Ryan Schwab?
Ryan, what's up? Ryan's got some things going on we're going to talk about later. So he's a pastel highway.
Is that because of stripes?
Yep. So he's, essentially looks like a roadway.
See, I'm learning. Like, it's taken a couple weeks, but I'm like, hey, that's because the lines, right? Yeah.
He's not too big.
Oh, that's badass. That
Yeah,
is awesome.
the yellow and the black.
And the way they shaped on the side, like, that is sweet. How
Yeah,
big does he get?
he gets about 5 feet long. They're
Well,
not huge. They're more thick than they are long. Ball pythons, they're scared of their own shadow. They're the most ridiculous animals ever. They you have to provide hides for them so that they can feel secure. And they'll go and hide and half their body will be hanging out, but they're like, I'm totally invisible. You can't see me.
that's freaking awesome.
Yeah. So, but we do more than snakes. We have lizards. We had some orange and red iguanas over the weekend, Uromastics. We had some really big, beautiful bearded dragons. So make sure you go check us out. Standout Serpents. I'm going to put up some pictures tomorrow. So go check out our Facebook page.
My wife, so I told her that I wanted one. I told her my masterful idea about getting this really awesome, like lizard, all this stuff. And she was like, no, like just like done. No. I was like, why? I really felt like that kid that like gets denied. Like I was that kid in Christmas Story in that moment. I can't I can't have a oh, I'm not gonna shoot my eye out. It's not gonna bite me. I'm gonna take care of it. It's not gonna come on, you know?
That's hilarious. Yeah,
So
it's weird. Okay, so all the people that I see come through the expos and the events that we do, there's like a half majority of women who are like, no, absolutely not. I'm not into the snakes. I'm not into the tarantulas, vice versa, whatever. And then there's half of them where it's the other way around, where it's the girl that's into it, and the guy's like, no, I don't do snakes. I don't let you do it. So it's kind of weird, that percentage of people that between male and female and who likes. So it's not really. I don't think it's a gender thing. I think it's just a personal what you've grown up with, if you've grown up around them or not. I think it's a fear-based thing, and once you get past that fear and you learn and you lose the fear once you start learning about them and realize that it's okay to be around them and you can be comfortable and they're not creepy horror movie kind of animals. They're not.
I was afraid of ferrets. I went to one of my friend's house. Like the first time I ever went to a sleepover at my friend's house, right? And they didn't tell, like, nobody decided it was a good idea to tell somebody who's never been there that they have ferrets. And we were sitting there on the couch, and all of a sudden, this long, slinky thing comes up my sleeping bag and sits up on its legs and just looks at me. And I was like, I don't know, 9. I was like, I'd never seen anything like that before. Yeah, dude, fell off the back of the couch. Like, it was, I mean, he's friendly and all that. I had nothing to worry about, but it was just that initial, like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah, and that attributes with that fear-based concept. So
yeah. So, yeah, funny story. Haha. But so,
yeah.
Rocks.
We have something we got to talk about, don't we?
Man, this is something that worldwide across the world happens with people, but when it hits home and then it hits home, I feel like there's two different kinds of homes. And our really awesome friend, music comrade, if you will, you know, Rocks, man. Yeah.
It was completely unexpected. I was talking to him just a couple weeks ago. We were going to do some promotional work together because he's worked his way up. When I met him, he was working security at Odd Bodies and,
That's when I met him too.
trying to promote bands and whatnot. And he grew. He worked so hard and he grew and he was bringing in big bands. And, the last one he did in August, he brought in the convalescents into the Thompson house. And I'm so proud of him because he worked his ass off to get that. He did. Drew was a great guy. He was so supportive. And as I was pulling out photos today, over the weekend, I noticed all the comments off of all the social media sites and he's never been negative. He's always been just point blank supportive. Like, he's encouraging and empowering and always try to get people to do their best and put them in the spotlight. So he was an amazing person in the music industry, and he would have done much bigger things, and it's very unfortunate. And
we me and Drew like kicked back so many ideas and everything, and I was going through some of the stuff and like that we talked about, and when we talked about this podcast in particular, we talked about what we both wanted to see out of our music scenes. It was one of those things where you get to know somebody just through Messenger, and it's like you've known that person your whole life. Like, it's just the certain words that are typed, a certain way you jive, I guess, through message with people, and you don't necessarily get a chance to talk up, have a chance to have a drink with or catch lunch or anything like that. And he was one of the coolest people to be able to message and conversate with because he just got it. Like, it was, I don't know, man. I don't know.
yeah, definitely. One cool thing about Drew is he had turtles. So he was on both sides of the fence with me because I've got my music life and I have my reptile life. And so he had turtles, and he would come and ask me questions about that as well. So I don't know. Drew was more than just a music friend. He was a really good dude. He really was.
Yeah.
Definitely. And we've got some people in the chat here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yes.
We've got stories here.
Brigetti, I want to make sure I say that right. Don't throat punch me. Is that right? Is that how you say
I
it?
want to say Brigidi.
Okay, I will totally take the throat punch for real if I'm wrong.
But thank you for being here. Thank you for your support.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Dale, definitely, Drew will always be remembered as a great guy and a huge supporter of the local scene music. Ryan, I've only ran into a handful of times, but every time we have hung out, he's always been cool with me and bought me a drink every now and then. Yeah. Drew was a great guy. So I think now we need to give him a moment of silence. I think everybody needs to kind of just zone out and remember Drew for what he was and who he was and the things that he's done. So rest in peace, Drew. Rest in peace. We'll see you on the other side for sure, because we're going to be rocking out on the other side for sure.
This show's for you, man. For real. Because tonight is going to be fucking awesome. I'm sorry, I get so pumped. Like, our man Rocky Kramer is back, and what a dude to come back for Drew's show. Because Drew would be freaking out right now. This is going to be awesome. And yeah, so thank you guys for all coming and hanging out, man. And we are live tonight. Make sure you share this out live and tell somebody about us. And all night we're going to be reading comments and memories and all kinds of stuff. So please feel free to chime in the comments and drop in some ideas and all that stuff. I want to hear from you guys tonight.
met a lot of you through Drew. Music was his everything.
Mhm.
That's the truth of it right there. Yep. Music was his soul. Yep. So thank you to Music Familia Productions, W4CY Radio, and Talk 4 TV and Standout Serpents for making all this happen. We've putting everything together and making this a community for us to thrive and grow together. We're learning from everybody and their experiences, and we're going to walk into the music industry strong and bold, and we're going to know what's up, and we've got this because we've got each other's back. So don't Martha Stewart me with that shit.
Yeah. I look.
Get out my pom poms.
I have nothing. I was gonna get you a soapbox.
Oh.
I I have nothing against it. I think it's so awesome because like people like meet you outside of the show and out here, and you're very, I don't know, mellow, very chill. So when I see you on the show, I'm like I was like, yes, where is that 24/7? Fuck. So it's awesome. So it's awesome to see you like brighten up. You're like, God damn it, we need to do it. Let's go.
Let's
like,
go.
So that's awesome. So
hey, Brian just popped into the chat real quick. He said, "Happy birthday, Betty White." Too. Yes, it is her birthday. If you Google her name, you will get a really awesome surprise. So
do it. Google it for real.
So you did it?
I did. I posted about it on Facebook too, and I had a lady, one of my friends on Facebook, she screenshotted it. She's like, "That's the cutest thing I've seen in so long."
Yep. So go Google Betty White.
Absolutely, man. And I have been watching Golden Girls off and on all day today, a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. And so I had my hot water heater go out, so I had some spare time today while I was sitting around. So it was cool catching some Golden Girls.
Nice. Yeah, Golden Girls rocks.
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome. They say it how it is.
Kind of like somebody else I know.
So, hey, let's get to the show. Let's get this train rolling, right? Because we've got something super awesome for you. So before I forget, stay tuned. We're going to talk about the Schwab Fest that's happening this weekend.
Yes.
Schwab Fest is pretty awesome. So for all of you who know Ryan Schwab, you'll understand. You'll know what's going on. All the bands that's going to be on that bill.
Yeah, that, and we're also going to be talking about the 10 best classic rock songs that are in Cobra Kai that you probably skipped over, didn't notice, or flat out didn't know.
Yep. Cobra Kai is pretty awesome, actually. I like it. So,
I have not checked it out yet. To be honest, I was when I saw it, and I saw it coming out, and I saw that Ralph Macchio was in it and all of that, I was like, that's awesome, but there are some things you just shouldn't redo. And I admit, like, I was way wrong. It's been successful and everything great. Awesome. I just, as that Karate Kid growing up, watching all that, I'm just like, I don't know if I could. I don't know. I'll give it an honest shot. I'll get back to you on that.
So I think we should bring in Rocky Kramer for that. And we'll have a discussion between the three of us on this Cobra Kai and the top 10 songs. I'd love to get his input with it. So we're going to bring on Rocky Kramer, and he's got he's going to be playing some guitar for us tonight.
How dare you? You're not supposed to tell. You're supposed to just...
I mean, I can't. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. You're going to be blown away.
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
But let's get back to the Cobra Kai thing, and we're going to bring him on, and we'll have that chat together. So, Rocky, welcome to the show. Again, welcome back, my friend.
Hello, fellow humans.
Hello.
So I just want to say, before you say anything, I just want to say I'm sorry for your loss. I know what it's like to lose someone. I lost two people that were close to me in December, so it's tough. It's tough to go through that. So I feel you.
Everybody goes through it, and we got to know that we're not alone. So
yes,
Appreciate that, Rocky. That means a lot to us.
Man,
So, do you watch Cobra Kai?
I haven't. I know what it is, but is it on Amazon Prime? Because I don't have that. So
Yeah,
but I'd like to see it. I like Karate Kid, so I know what it's about. I'd like to
right.
see it. I'm trying to finish Game of Thrones, and it's not good. There's so many episodes, and they're so long.
I haven't finished Game of Thrones either.
It takes so much time.
Yeah,
It does.
a lot. Even when it was on live, it was a lot because they would. Yeah, it was crazy.
And I just started. I started watching it maybe a couple of months ago. I haven't even finished season 1.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
so much to experience.
I don't
Oh,
tune
well.
into TV, television programs that much. I
I
don't know.
I don't either. I kind of like when I want to relax. I like to play video games, so that's my priority. I can't help
Nice.
it.
Nice.
But, so
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah,
let's.
man's on that page too, the video gamer.
So I got
Good.
sucked into some of Rocky's streams, and I've been following Rocky and watching his streams. And typically, while he's streaming, I'm watching him on my phone or my iPad while I'm playing and streaming on my own channel.
Oh, cool.
So like I do a little bit of different stuff. I have no idea how to manage my Twitch. That's like a whole nother breathing animal that I just don't have time to put a leash on.
It takes so much time to learn all that stuff. I mean, everything about streaming is so complicated. Like anything from actually having the stream on the internet with the right settings, not with audio out of sync and all those things. There's so many things. And then there's Twitch that has all their things and the moderation, and like there are some people that every time they write something it gets blocked. Like I have to allow it because they're using, bad words and stuff. It's like, come on. It's a lot to figure out.
It's crazy. Like in the overlays, right? Is that the right?
Yeah.
Yes, all that crazy enough. Like, yeah, man. And you can spend so much money. I never thought you could spend so much money in streaming, like extras, plugins.
So much. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it depends on, and just the equipment. Having good microphones and capture cards. And, oh my God. It's like the really big streamers. They spend a lot. They spend a lot of money on that stuff to sound good and all that. I mean, I'm gonna spend the next couple of weeks just trying out different microphones just to see what sounds best for my voice. I just all these things I want to do. I'm always trying to improve it, but I'm never satisfied with my own streams.
I think that's a lot of us out there. I didn't realize there was so much involved in the Twitch. I haven't even opened the door yet. I haven't even peeked through the keyhole.
Oh yeah, no, it's worth it. I mean, it's and it doesn't have to be for gaming. Even though the channel exists because of gaming, there are people there that do, other things. I mean, I do music there every Tuesday, so that's
and that's after our last show, I started every Tuesday since then. I've watched the show.
Oh, awesome. So. Make sure you drop a comment and say that it's you, so I'll make sure I'll follow you.
Yeah. I have, like I said, it's a very he made this channel for gaming. It's very clear. Yeah, no idea what he's doing when I made the channel. So, that'll be me.
So do you only stream on Twitch? Do you rebroadcast those on YouTube or anything?
So the way we do it, so technically, if you're gonna get into the legal stuff, when you're I'm not a Twitch partner, but I'm a Twitch, and I forget the name for it. The first level 1, so you can make money off of it. What is it? Gosh, Twitch affiliate. And technically, if you're an affiliate, you're not supposed to stream on other platforms as well. So the way we do it is I'm live on Twitch, and then afterwards the VOD is uploaded on the Allied Artists YouTube page or channel, and that's how people can watch it. So it's there, and with the exception of there are a few songs that get muted because of copyright. It's pretty much you get the whole show, so you can watch it forever if you want. So
archive.
it's there. Yeah, so it's archived. It's mostly just so that we have it, and I have a physical, well, not a physical, but I have a digital version on my hard drive as well, in case I want to make a little clip or something. It's nice to have. Not every song turns out the way you want it to, and everything is live. There's no pitch correction. There's no, you can't tune the guitar or anything after the fact. So everything is the way it is. So you just have to accept it and move on, and hopefully, if you don't like the song, you can do it again in the future. But
do you like pre-recording, or do you like live streaming more? Because I know that you can do a lot with both.
So there are different advantages when you're live, especially on Twitch. I think one thing I like about Twitch is that there's people that come in really from all over the world, even if it's 5 a.m. for them. They want to watch rock and roll. So the people come in and you can talk to them in real time, and that's a really cool thing. When it's pre-recorded, you can edit. You can kind of fix it. You can adjust the levels and mix it and make it sound really good and look really good. You can color correct everything until you're satisfied with it, but there's no interaction. So all you get comments, but everything is after the fact. There's no conversation. I mean, you can, I guess you can have a comment conversation on YouTube, but I like the fact that you can talk to people, because sometimes they will suggest things. So like that, I think that's cool. Like there are a lot of songs that I've done only because somebody suggested it, and that's something you don't get when it's pre-recorded, because it's been decided already. So
you don't have participation.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of artists like on YouTube, for instance, because they're not as handy with Twitch, and I've heard some of the licensing and copyright issues. Even some of the artists that even have their own music have been hit with strikes for their own music, which is, I guess, a common thing nowadays.
Yes. Yeah, it happens to me too.
And so when they'll go and set up a video on YouTube, like premiere it, and then when it premieres, they jump in the comments and keep in the comments and just blow it up in the comments and stuff. I don't know if it helps. I've never really, I don't know, but
maybe. I don't know. It depends on how many like subscribers you have, how many people are there. It's tough when you're not a really huge artist, because then there aren't that many people there for premieres. Like it takes a while to promote things. So
do we think
questions?
Yeah, I see that. Do you think a band podcast kind of thing would work, guys?
So you perform live on the Twitch. It's kind of, I mean, it essentially falls into the category of podcast, and I guess. Yeah, so sure. A band podcast, as long as you have, it's all audio has to be on point. That's the thing. You're in the sound, so you're adding elements and components to their layers. So
it's one of those things. It depends on how you do it, because if you're together and you're playing, like let's say you have your own rehearsal space and you're all performing in the same room, and I've seen people do that on Twitch. I think that's a cool way to do it as a band. When I think about podcasts, I usually think about talking. So if you're a band, maybe talking about stuff together, I think that's cool too. I mean, I always loved the like the commentary tracks on DVDs with like Metallica, and you get them sort of like talking to each other about like something they're watching, like their own documentary, but they're saying, oh, look at my pants, or like they're making fun of each other or making fun of themselves.
Yeah, make them critique their own music video. Like I've always wanted to do that to a band. Like, all right, now roast yourselves.
Yeah, I think that I always like hearing band members, especially the people that I admire. It's always cool to hear them talk about the things they've done, because sometimes they'll say, like I had food poisoning that day, or I had the flu or something, and all of a sudden you develop so much respect that that they went through so much suffering just to do something that was meant to be put out professionally. And it's just, I don't know, knowing the story behind something usually makes you appreciate it more. So,
It's true.
so
Very
it's
true.
so in that respect, I mean, any band, should talk more.
Yeah.
And any band that's out there that considers doing any kind of thing like what Rocky's talking about, like, don't just pile your gear in a corner and throw some microphones up to your stuff.
No.
Like, please don't do that, because that's not the. I know you're looking fast and quick and I want to do but think end game here, because this is today. You could quickly kill your fan base before you even get out of your bedroom or basement or garage or wherever you perform.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, it's precise. You have to be on point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We have another question from our dear Teresa. She's so amazing. I love her support as well. Teresa asked about your violin performance. Do tell.
Hi, violin. That is how I started. Mainly because my father was a first violinist. Like, he played violin for 42 years professionally. So that was my first instrument, and I played lots and lots of concerts that way. I played for the school, senior homes, for everybody's parents. I mean, I played for, over 1,000 people before I was 10 years old. I mean, just because of that. And that's how you get used to the idea of performing. And it's very different. The difference between rock and classical is that everything about classical is already decided. Like, you're doing something that has already been written. It tells you exactly, what to play, how to play it, how fast, the dynamics and everything, like in every part of the way. And you have to, well, generally speaking, you have to follow those rules, and that's the way it is. And I mean, that's how I started. So I mean, playing a piece of music that's 300 years old is kind of crazy, because it's like not even my grandparents existed, or not even their parents or their parents. It's just, it goes way back, and but the music still lives on.
It does, and I think that's exactly how metal, rock and roll and metal was formed, was because they didn't follow the rules. They took classical elements and they evolved from it and twisted and contorted it, and they made metal out of it. But I do believe that metal was created from classical music.
Yeah.
It's got all the fundamentals of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, the background. If you look at a lot of the metal players, a
Beanbag.
lot of them, they started on the piano. They started listening to classical music, and they just brought that influence in when they played it on heavy guitars.
Yeah.
My grandfather always used to say, before you turn your nose, turn your ear.
There you go. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And because 99, and like I hear it all the time from rap artists and all people, like, what I'm doing is original, bro. Like, this is original. Like, no.
Nothing's original.
Nothing. Not a
No.
single thing is original. And as soon as you realize that, I think you're better off.
Yeah, I think that if you're gonna be in this industry, you gotta put your ego, you gotta leave your ego outside when you walk in, because it's just you can't walk in and think that this is like no one influenced you, or nothing influenced you, because everybody's doing something that's kind of something before. I mean, and people get credit for things. Michael Jackson gets credit for the moonwalk. It wasn't, he didn't invent it or anything.
Didn't invent it, right?
I mean, people were doing it 30 years before. So it's just it's always about taking something that does exist, and not necessarily stealing from it, but using it to inspire you to create something else. That's
like bell bottoms.
It's. I mean, it's.
It's just like bell bottoms. They're back. I mean, like, what is this?
I'm actually, I don't even know what that is.
Elephant legs, the pants where they flare out really big.
Out,
oh yeah. Oh, okay.
They flare out at the knee.
Are we gonna bring it back? Are we gonna? Get some bell bottoms and
I'll do
put it on.
I'll do it for the show. I'll model some bell bottoms 1 week for the show. I'll do it. I'll admit it. I'll do it for views.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
You gotta put on like a Led Zeppelin tie-dye shirt to go with it too, though.
And I gotta like totally white rain my hair and get it all poofy and up and big and
There you go.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go backwards here. So, being on the music and talking about the fundamentals of it, where it comes from, the Cobra Kai's top 10. We gotta discuss that because we brought it up. So
let's do it.
So number 10, "Lay It Down" by Rat. So classic hair metal.
Love it.
Yeah, great song.
Great song. That's probably my favorite Rat song.
Definitely. Definitely.
It's distinct from the countless copycats.
And then so we go next to "Don't Look Back" by Boston. So we're mellowing out with some cool
Wow.
Yeah. I'm always a fan. I always like Boston. Great band, great vocals, guitars. I say sure. Was that number 9?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they're one of the few bands though that can multiply, like can really mess with their sound. Like they can ultra amplify and do all that stuff. They're one of the few bands that do that.
Yeah, I mean the guitar player is a electrical genius. I mean he knows everything about.
I think the paragraph about him in this article does nothing for them. Zero.
Oh,
Like, but I touched on the one part that actually did the multi-layered harmonies in live format. Like I don't think I've heard anything close to them.
Yeah,
ever really.
Yeah, they sound great.
Multi-dimensional.
I mean they're iconic. I mean it's Boston when you hear it. You recognize it.
Definitely. Next up's "I Want It All" by Queen.
Oh. I'm a big Queen fan. What can I say? I want it all. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh wow, you're gonna tease us there with that. And then this next one here is one of my ultimate favorites. One of those songs that really just you feel it, you get pumped up. It's "Here I Go Again," Whitesnake.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's powerful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Again, I feel like I'm a fan of all these bands, but hey, okay. Yeah, I love Whitesnake. That's like when I was 13, I was super into Whitesnake, and that's yeah. Here I Go Again. Definitely.
Yeah.
I remember the white outfit he wore with his blaring hair out, and I just remember him standing in front of them. Like, and I was a young kid. I don't really remember the whole music video. I'd have to probably look it up again. But I just remember him in the camera with a microphone looking all serious.
Before I continue with the list, we got a couple comments I want to address. Dale said he grew up in the 70s with bell bottoms and platform shoes. I love Dale. He's a great friend of ours. Ryan Swap says, "Hey, Rocky," and he's going to be brought up later. And Teresa asked for a live performance, and you may get your wish, Teresa. So,
I don't know. She's in trouble giving away. Both of you.
Next up on the list, "Kickstart My Heart," Motley Crue coming in with the.
All right, so I got the courage to smack my babysitter's ass to this song. Like, I no bullshit. Swear to God, like heard the song was like. I could do this. Let's do this.
I'm done. Checking out with him.
No.
I love that. I remember seeing him on stage when he brought out that Harley, wrote it out with this song. So.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an awesome song. A lot of energy in this one.
A definite song that's used in a lot of soundtracks too.
Yeah, this is definitely it's a trailer song, like any movie trailer. You got to have that for that 80s energy.
Man, yes, that whole album, man. Let's put it on shuffle. Like,
oh, awesome stuff.
"Kids Are Back" by Twisted Sister.
Oh gosh,
That one I'm not as feeling as much as the rest of them.
I don't remember which one it is. I like Twisted Sister. I'll have to listen to it. I'm sure I've heard it. I know I've heard most of Twisted Sisters. So
I'm sure you have, definitely.
Oh, the only
Next,
caveat, though, real quick, sorry, I just want to throw this in there. The only caveat with all that was it had to be a step down from the original for live performance play.
oh, okay, all right.
It's just a fun note. Sorry.
yeah. Comic says Highlander soundtrack is some of Queen's best work. Queen
Amen.
has Queen.
Amen.
Oh man. Next up on the list, You Got Another Thing Coming by Judas Priest.
It's
Oh,
perfect.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
Yeah,
that's
I'm a
good
big
one.
fan of Priest as well. Diamonds and Rust, and
I've never seen Cobra Kai, but I feel like knowing about Karate Kid, like that is a perfect song. Like, why didn't he use
yeah.
that when he was training?
yeah,
That's perfect.
it definitely goes hand in hand.
Right.
All right, so here's one that I don't know that it stumped me on. It's Two Heads Are Better Than One, Power Tool.
Yeah, because it was on Bill and Ted.
It
I
was
didn't
on
know.
Bill and Ted.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even have to look at that to know that. Like, yeah.
Power Tool.
Yeah, that one did stump me. I had to go back and listen and check it out because I didn't know it offhand. I'm like, I feel I'm pretty strong in my music game. I know a lot of music. That one stumped me out.
Yeah,
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Scope it out.
Oh, that movie.
it's
The
a-
new
it's a
one they did.
Great movie. Yeah,
The
it's a
Lou
fun
one really was not to my Bill and Ted standard. Sorry.
It's a little awkward, but it's just nice to
Forced.
see them together again. You know?
Yeah, I just feels really forced. You know?
It was it's I feel like what part of the charm of the originals was that they were young and kind of young and dumb, and
Yes.
now they're just kind of older versions, and Keanu Reeves kind of, I think, doesn't he have the beard? in
Yeah.
it?
The John Wick
like-
beard.
The
Yeah.
John Wick beard, and that's the problem. I see John Wick. Same thing. I'm watching the new Matrix movie. I only watched half of it, and
I was pissed.
beard again.
I ain't
What's
trying
with
to
the
ruin
beard?
it. I ain't trying to ruin it for anybody. I was upset.
Shave.
Yeah.
I definitely saw John Wick in the new Matrix movie as well.
Yeah.
Funny.
So yeah.
Mhm.
Next up is Burning Heart by Survivor, which was, Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that song.
Adrian. Sorry.
Yeah. So the Rocky IV soundtrack that inspired me a lot just as a songwriter. So that's one of them. Survivor and
I
all
the
the
tiger, baby.
all the training montage songs by Vince Nicola, like all that stuff, just great stuff, great energy. And Burning Heart, just I listened to it so many times when I was a teenager. So it's one of
Well,
my favorites.
not seeing Cobra Kai, that's exactly where the part they used that song in was he would put on his Walkman and he would get pumped up. He'd be running, he'd
Okay.
he'd do the Rocky Balboa with the Burning Heart. Yeah, and he would get pumped up. So exactly what you're talking about is exactly on the show.
Okay, I feel like I have to see it now. I have to watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Gotta
After
do it.
the show, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna watch it. My wife's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Living up my childhood? Get out of here!"
Yeah, it's Burning Heart.
Right? Ah!
Next up, Switch 625, Def Leppard.
That's from the High and Dry album.
It is
Oh,
from High and Dry.
Oh my god, I forgot that. I forgot it. What? I don't. Yeah, I love Def Leppard though, so I don't know why I'm spacing out on that
I
song.
was born '83, and I somehow managed to pull that out of my ass and remember that.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
only band that can pull off, one armed drummer and do it so well.
Oh yeah.
Props to
Yeah.
him.
Oh, yeah. That was a tragic event that they turn into a positive. I mean, it's amazing.
Empowering for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that
That's
concludes
Was that
our
it?
list. That was the 10. Yep.
Wow. I would say it's a good list. What's missing?
Oh, good question.
Like
Damn,
Bon-
had
Bon,
to.
bon
Yeah.
Jovi, maybe? Let's see. They got Motley Crue, Def Leppard,
So I need some Poison.
Steak.
Poison would be good. Poison's good.
Some Meatloaf.
Meatloaf, always down for meatloaf. What else? Yeah. I don't know, Pat Benatar maybe.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Europe. Final countdown.
Oof. There you go.
Gotta get that Scandinavian music in there.
Yeah. We can throw some Toto in while we're at it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hold the line, guys. Hold
Toto.
the line.
Toto's awesome.
All right. We're going to go with this comment right here. We've got people begging. Teresa, follow Rocky Kramer on Twitch. I got his website scrolling on the bottom. Oh,
Yes.
Mike says Metallica.
Yes.
All right.
But
Metallica, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like that's like AC/DC. Like, yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
so she's yearning for a live performance.
Live performance.
You ready
Yeah.
to go with this?
I can't say that. It sounds weird, but I'm excited that you're going to be performing for us.
Yeah. So, are we?
We want to go this. Yeah, I'm ready.
Is it gonna happen? Is it happening now?
You're calling shots here.
Let's see.
You've got the magical axe in your hand there.
And but guys, you can't see it. Wait. Oh.
Wow.
So I will be back tomorrow. We're gonna do the full Rock and Roll Tuesdays. But for those of you who are not familiar with it, this will give you kind of a taste of what it's like. I'm gonna do a song. This is a cover that I did a few. Oh my god, it's been over a year. It's over a year ago now. Damn it. It's a Yngwie Malmsteen song. It's called Rock and Roll, and this is sort of my version of it. And hopefully it will. Hopefully everything will work. Let's see if the guitar has my songs on it. All right, seems to be working. So here it is, Rock and Roll. Oh, right.
Incredible. Wow.
Wow.
A lot
So
of notes.
I have a direct message on Facebook from somebody. Is what does it take to get him to join on a track?
I'm available. I'm available. I'm on social media. You can talk to me.
Got his website scrolling at the bottom, rockykramer.com. He's on.
Yes.
Let me flash that banner again for tomorrow on Twitch. Check him out on YouTube. Yeah, we got claps. Oh, that was phenomenal. Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rocky, for spending time with us again, man, and
course.
sharing in your awesome craft. I want to ask you, man, how many breaks are in that?
Right?
Oh, I think it's definitely a song with almost no pauses. I mean, you're always playing something, so it's a tough one.
Yeah,
but it's a fun one. I really liked it. I mean, I liked it ever since I heard it the first time. I was like, oh.
How much a year before? I know we're getting run out of time here, but I want to ask you one more thing. How much of the violin goes into your guitar?
I think a lot because that's how I like. That was my foundation. That's how I learned how to, how to play an instrument. I mean, it's a string instrument, even though it's a guitar has frets on it. Violin doesn't.
Gotcha.
But you're moving your fingers with one hand, and you're doing something else with the other hand. So you're going from this to, to this. So it's just, there's a lot of there's back and forth here, and then there's the positioning on the other hand. So it's just, I think it made it a lot easier for me to switch to the guitar because it was just a lot of that movement was already there, like knowing how to separate your left hand from your right hand, and so they're not trying to do the same thing. Like a lot of times, and I remember like in the school, they would give everyone in the class a chance to play drums, and it was funny how a lot of people just play everything at the same time, with their feet. It's like, because they couldn't do the, they couldn't get that, they couldn't
Rhythm. Yeah.
separate their movement, I guess. So it's just, so I think it helped a lot, and I think it also established sort of a mentality for playing more classical stuff instead of the bluesy stuff. Like I was more influenced by Randy Rhoads and Brian May. It's more classical than necessarily like going into more of the bluesy stuff. And I like the bluesy stuff, but I always preferred the classical. So
Nice. And so everybody needs to go check out your album Firestorm as well.
please do.
Yes, Firestorm is awesome, and you definitely hold all the elements that you just mentioned. With it's got that sound that that you just described. So if you're into that, go for it. If you're not, try it out. Either way,
Give it a shot.
Yeah, go. Yep, give it a shot. Go for it. And also I want to touch base on you're going to be in a movie.
Yeah. So
What?
it's called Rockin' in Time, and I'm playing the lead role, which is crazy because it's my first like full movie. Like I've been in some short films and I've done a lot of small stuff, but this is the big deal, and it's I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna shoot it this year, and it's really I'll try to keep it simple. It's about time travel, and it's a rock and roll movie. I'm a rocker. I'm a 80s rocker that ends up in a time machine, and I go from 1984 to 2024, so 30 years in the future, and or is it 40 years? 40 years, I think.
40 years. Wow.
40 years for sure. See,
That'll be fun.
so it's kind of it's just about being an 80s rocker in this era for the most part, and there's a picture. This is like our promo. So my name is Lars Olsen. I'm a Norwegian guitar player that's in Hollywood, and I'm I am. I get. I have a friend or we'll get into the details on that. But like someone that I know will put me in a time machine by accident, or sort of like that, and we have to try to find a way to get me back to the
Wow.
80s. So
Yeah, I love the image. You definitely fit the persona of that character.
The
And
Porsche is the touch.
Porsche, yeah.
That 911 turbo in the back is a nice touch.
yeah, I love my Porsches. Oh yeah.
And so you've already started filming for it? How is act like?
Not yet, but
Not yet?
probably in like late spring. It's my I think what we're shooting for, like March, April ish.
So have you started like practicing in the mirror or anything? Like,
Ah,
like 'cause that sounds hard as can be. Like, I'd be so nervous that I'd be like, somebody's got to come over and like, it's not the school play here. This is something bigger.
yeah, I know. It's gonna be a challenge. I'm I'm not gonna try to downplay it, but
You got
it's
this.
something it's
Yeah.
something I've been wanting to do. I've done little productions here and there, so it's nice to do something that's more like a full length movie, because that's gives you a little more time to actually do something. So hopefully I don't look like an idiot the whole time. Guitar player, me, yeah.
Well, it's different in a live performance. They can cut all that out, and So
Yeah. So and
It'll be
it'll
bad.
give me some opportunities to play music in the movie. So we're still deciding on what songs. We have a few songs we've decided on, but and we're gonna try to put some of my own songs in there too. So that'll be good. Some good promotion.
Yeah, absolutely.
sweet, awesome. Oh, I want to thank you so much, Rocky, for coming on again tonight. Thank you for coming
Thank,
back.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Come back anytime. So everybody needs to go check you out. RockyKramer.com. Check me out on Twitch. His show's tomorrow night on Twitch.
Tune in.
7 p.m. Pacific time.
That's
Yeah.
it. It's the first show of the year, so please come by and say hello, and maybe I'll do some of those songs from the Cobra Kai show.
Ooh,
There
there
were
you
some
go.
there were some good songs in there on that
Definitely.
list.
I want to hear you do the White Snake. Here we go again. Oh,
Oh yeah, oh I can do that.
that's a song that gets to me.
Oh, I love it. I love Whitesnake. Awesome stuff.
So, congrats on the movie.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good talking to you, and we hope you come back.
Likewise.
So, all right. You
Yes.
take care,
Thanks,
Rocky.
Rocky.
All
We'll
right,
talk again
it's been a
soon.
pleasure. Take care.
Bye.
Bye now.
Wow.
What's-
Oh, wow.
What a show.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, and to be able to kick it off the way we did and be able to bring Rocky in, like I feel like Drew, would tip his hat.
He would definitely appreciate it. One of his, he loved metal that was, intricate guitar solos and stuff. Like he loved Iron Maiden and music like that. So he would love the show, and I'm sure he's watching it.
Yeah. Condolences to the family from mine to yours. Of course, if you get a chance to check this out. Also, Roxy, I want to let you know, I did receive your email. I do have those photos, and I will be putting something together at the very least to put out on social media.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So another thing going on in the local scene here, Swap Fest is coming up this Friday night, and my buddy, our buddy, everybody's buddy, because Ryan knows everybody. He's got his annual Swap Fest, so 3 years into it, and Signal the Revolution, which they haven't played in a while. I've known them for a very long time. Really excited to see them on the bill. And Mr. Mason, absolutely love them. New Machine, Ray, phenomenal guitarist in there. So, Saints Among Us, powerful, powerful band that will blow you away. And we got Stitch, Shades of Raven. I met them a few months back, and attention deficit squirrel. Awesome name. So
Yeah, dude, I want that sticker for real. I want to put that on my case. That'd be sweet.
yeah, definitely awesome. So it's at the Thompson House, a great place. That's where we've done so many things there. It's just a great venue. So you have to go check it out. Get your tickets. Go hit up Ryan. Go hit up one of these bands. That's where
Yep.
you got to support the bands. So yeah, Ryan
I
Swap.
was
All
rated.
love
I
you,
was gonna read Dale's comment. You beat me to it.
brother.
Dale, man, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I want to thank Teresa as well, and my man Thomas for coming and hanging out tonight, and everybody else that watches it here, there, and everywhere. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thanks so much. This is not just us, it's everybody. We're all in this together. And we hope to see you back next Monday night at 9 p.m.
I love it. You're gonna punch me. Like,
Yeah, I do. Do you feel that energy
I
all the
do.
way over? You're feeling it, huh? Yeah.
That subtle kick under the desk or that casual throat punch at the coffee machine. Yes, feel
That's
it
all
right.
right. You
But,
know it too well.
all right. So thank you guys so much, man, for another killer show. We'll see you guys next Monday. Like, share,
Thank you.
subscribe, and a whole lot more coming. Also, we have a whole list of a calendar. Man, so much to do. We'll see you next week.
All right. Later, guys.